PCI DSS version 4.0 requirements, 15 steps to effectively manage your compliance program.
Achieving and maintaining PCI DSS compliance can seem overwhelming. In this video, we'll uncover some helpful guidance for managing an effective PCI DSS version 4.0 compliance program. To begin, let's define PCI DSS version 4.0. The Payment Card Industry Data Security Standard, PCI DSS, is a set of security standards developed and governed by the PCI Security Standards Council, PCI SSC, to protect against fraud and ensure the security of credit card transactions.
PCI DSS provides guidelines for merchants, financial institutions, and other organizations that handle credit card data to establish and maintain secure systems and procedures for storing, processing, and transmitting cardholder data. Compliance with PCI DSS is mandatory for any organization that accepts credit card payments.
PCI DSS version 3.2.1 was retired on March 31, 2024, and replaced with version 4.0. Many companies dedicated their efforts in 2023 and 2024 to adjust to the new requirements and integrate the updated framework into their PCI DSS compliance programs.
What steps can you take to implement an effective PCI compliance program? Maintaining PCI compliance and avoiding violations requires a comprehensive approach to security and adherence to standards. Here are some key steps to help you stay on track. Step 1. Understand your PCI DSS scope. Ensure that you have a documented inventory and clear understanding of all devices, software, third parties, locations, and payment acceptance methods. Re-verify these details at least annually.
Step 2. Understand PCI DSS requirements. Familiarize yourself with PCI and understand the specific requirements applicable to your organization.
Step 3. Employee training. Educate and train employees on security policies, procedures, and the importance of protecting cardholder data. Conduct regular security awareness training and offer role-based training to merchant and organizational staff based on their daily responsibilities and involvement in the payment card environment.
Step 4. Data encryption. Use strong encryption algorithms to protect cardholder data during transmission and storage. Employ encryption for sensitive data, including cardholder information and authentication data. Unless absolutely necessary for business or legal reasons, avoid any storage of payment card data after authorization.
Step 5. Implement access controls. Enforce strict logical and physical access controls, granting access to cardholder data only to individuals who need it for their jobs. Use unique IDs and strong authentication methods.
Step 6. Secure authentication. Use strong, unique passwords and implement multi-factor authentication to enhance security.
Step 7. Network security and segmentation. Segment your network to isolate cardholder data from other parts of the network. Use firewalls to control and monitor traffic and implement intrusion detection or prevention systems.
Step 8. Regular security risk assessments. Conduct regular vulnerability scans and penetration testing. Review the scan and penetration testing reports, remediate as necessary, and perform follow-up scans, testing to verify that the vulnerabilities have been addressed.
Step 9. Wireless security. Secure wireless networks using strong encryption, WPA2 or higher, and change default credentials. Regularly monitor and audit wireless access points. If possible, avoid the use of wireless networks for transmission of payment card data unless you have implemented validated point-to-point encryption, P2PE solutions.
Step 10. Logging and monitoring. Implement robust logging and monitoring processes. Monitor access to cardholder data and promptly investigate any suspicious activities.
Step 11. Update software and systems. Keep all systems, software, and applications up to date with the latest security patches. Regularly review and update security configurations.
Step 12. Physical security. Implement physical access controls to restrict access to systems and storage containing cardholder data. Use surveillance and monitoring to enhance physical security.
Step 13. Conduct a PCI DSS compliance risk assessment. Regularly conduct internal assessments to ensure ongoing compliance with PCI DSS requirements. Consider engaging third-party vendors like CampusGuard to assess your compliance externally.
Step 14. Documentation and policies. Maintain comprehensive documentation of security policies and procedures. Regularly review and update policies to reflect changes in technology and business processes.
Step 15. Incident Response Plan. Develop and regularly test your incident response plan to ensure a swift and effective response to security incidents. This includes procedures for notifying appropriate parties in the event of a breach.
By consistently following these practices, your organization can significantly reduce the risk of PCI violations and enhance the overall security posture of its payment card processing systems. How do I determine if there are gaps in my PCI DSS compliance? Companies that don't comply with PCI DSS requirements can face serious consequences, including financial penalties and the loss of the ability to process credit card transactions. So, it's important to conduct a PCI DSS compliance risk assessment.
An effective PCI compliance risk assessment will evaluate your organizational and departmental policies, procedures, practices, and controls against the standard and produce a thorough report on findings that accurately presents any areas that require remediation and recommended actions to attain compliance.
What is a QSA, or Qualified Security Assessor? QSAs are certified by the Payment Card Industry Security Standards Council and have a deep understanding of the PCI DSS. The processes involved in card processing, network segmentation, payment card brand validation and reporting requirements, hardware and communications infrastructure, compliance issues, and effective mitigation strategies. To learn more about QSAs, check out the video linked in the description box.
Becoming PCI DSS compliant in a complex organization can be rigorous. CampusGuard is your dedicated PCI partner to help you achieve and maintain compliance. Our PCI DSS compliance products and services include
Policy and procedure reviews, PCI DSS compliance risk assessment, report on compliance, annual support and advising, vulnerability scanning, penetration testing, web application scanning and penetration testing, PCI management portal, PCI DSS compliance training.
Track and manage your PCI DSS compliance needs. CampusGuard Central, CampusGuard's dynamic customer compliance portal, gives you the tools you need to assess, track, and document your PCI DSS compliance across multiple locations, divisions, and departments.
The annual self-assessment questionnaire, or SAQ, used for attesting PCI compliance can be a bit overwhelming at first glance. CampusGuard Central makes it easy to create a summarized SAQ by bank/processor, department, and SAQ type, and more. Directly assign SAQs to merchants to avoid confusing questions that might land a merchant in the wrong SAQ for their environment.
Watch our video Managing PCI Compliance with CampusGuard Central to manage your PCI compliance requirements. Link found in the description box.
Manage PCI DSS compliance with this free download, PCI DSS Compliance Guide and Quarterly Checklist, available on our website at campusguard.com/post/quarterly-PCI-DSS-compliance-checklist.
CampusGuard can assist your organization with identifying your potential gaps in PCI DSS version 4.0 compliance. For assistance with your PCI compliance program, reach out to CampusGuard on our website at campusguard.com/contact-us. To learn more about PCI compliance, visit campusguard.com/PCI-DSS.
For even more resources about PCI DSS compliance, Check out our YouTube videos and our blog at campusguard.com/insights. Links are located in the description box.